Welcome to this cozy, nice video to uplift you and make you happy. I just want to talk positive things like how the tortoise beat the hare, and you can be like a tortoise if you're like a hare. You can, in your house, you can move around slowly. You're just practicing basically on your own. Just make a cup of tea slowly or a cup of coffee slowly, and just let your brain relax, or even maybe go for a slow walk. Maybe you walk about fast all the time, so you could go for a slow walk in a nice place. And if you've got a car, walk the dog in nice places. You don't need to walk your dog around the council estate. So just things like that. You can think about how you use your voice. Are you using it efficiently and in a way to communicate well and in a positive way that doesn't put people off, and it's not moany or monotone, add a bit of zest into your voice, but in an efficient way, maybe. I think a good way of some good key psychological things are, first of all, tense your muscles and relax, and that's to get used to the idea of not being totally at the mercy of fight or flight, for your muscles. If you tense your muscles and relax, you're learning about them. You're giving yourself a bit of massage even, and you're learning where the tension is, how you can access it, maybe massage it a bit like your scalp muscles especially, and your neck muscles, places like that, probably where you keep most of your neck, your shoulders, and you can do that in different situations, like lying down, standing up, anywhere, when you're driving a car or when you're sitting, so you can do that as a sort of a safety thing. You've got a safety valve, you've got pressure valve, if you don't know. And the next thing is remember to be nice to yourself, maybe buy yourself a profiterole out of Morrison's, £3.85, that's really nice, or a trifle, or something unusual, maybe just one small treat a day or a week, I don't know, something like that, or, yeah. Another thing to think is that DIY is your friend, because you can't fool your brain into not thinking it's a success, because it's a success if you paint a wall or something, it's a success. Your brain can't convince you otherwise, And also when you do DIY, you come up against problems and you end up thinking of ways to overcome those problems, like if you can't find a paintbrush, you might start, you might find a ruler somewhere or something like that, So it's like adapting, getting used to adapting, that sort of thing. And it's something physical you've achieved for that day, so yeah. And then on to the next thing, like in high pressure weather, get yourself out if you've got a car. I don't know what to do if you haven't got a car, because if you've got an electric bike, you can maybe go quite far in that, but I wouldn't recommend public transport because it's horrible, Yeah. I'm sorry to say, but but if you get a nice car, soon we'll all have automated cars, or we'll be able to rent automated cars, So that's good thing to look forward to. If you want to go out for the day, you'll contact the place and they'll send round an automated car will come around, a driverless car, So that's going to be really good. And on to the next thing, you can make videos like this, positive thinking videos, where you come up with all the different ways you could uplift yourself and be positive, because I'm really enjoying these views I'm watching of this beautiful day. It was, actually being there was a bit stressful because I was always chasing the sun, and, it was quite a long drive, so it was quite uncomfy, but looking at it now, I forget all the bad things and I just remember those brilliant views, because I wasn't really expecting these views. It's just incredible, I think that was late January. On to the next thing, remember to be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, And personally, I think that the nice are going to win because of the internet. You know, people are going to get fed up with their electoral systems and the democracy's not been very democratic. They're going to want the Swiss electoral system, and they're going to want to be able to vote in issues rather than for parties and their party hampers, you know. So that's something to look forward to. I think the nice are going to win because I'm finding that I'm looking out for nice podcasters, you know, that I mean, if I was starting a business, I'd probably be looking for my employees on YouTube rather than through a job centre or through interview process, you know, because you can really get to know people on YouTube, you know, and you can see nice people. So at the moment we're going through a very wild phase of the internet, but I think as it settles down, people are going to be driven towards nice people, you know, rather than say controversial people or whatever. So I think the future is going to be good in that way, I think. And don't forget, you can make your own videos like this. You know, you don't even need to have any video footage, just a photo or something like that, and just talk about positive things because people want positivity. You know, they want hearing wise voices. You know, they want to hear thoughtful things, kindness. On to the next subject, and that's sleeping in your bed. You know, get yourself a really good mattress. You know, I don't really know what a great mattress is, but get yourself a really good one. Probably a sort of, I would imagine an air sprung one that's very sensitive to, you know, where you've got your weight, body weight, so it can, you know, get yourself a good mattress if you don't get anything else, because it's the most important thing in the house, really. Because you're going to be there a lot, you know, it's where you spend most of your time, like a third of your life or something, maybe more. So you want it to be really comfy. So, yeah, and I think that we should sleep on our back because then you've got yourself totally. There's no pressure points really apart from your back. But that's the way they put you in a coffin, isn't it? Really, they don't put you in on your side or on your belly or your neck twisted. You know, that's the way the body's meant to be, really. You know, so if you can try sleeping on your back, and also it lets all the gravity go to your back rather than you know, because most of us slouch maybe, and that's another thing. Keep your shoulders up, you know, so your shoulders are taking the strain rather than your neck. And yeah, because if you're sleeping on your back, then all the gravity's going to your back. And I think another good thing is two bits of yoga, or even just stretching, you know, you know, the plough I think is a good one because it really stretches out your spine. And then touching your toes because that, then you put your head right down and it lets the blood go to your brain and it takes all the weight off there, all the gravitational weight off your shoulders and your head. And it's pretty good to touch your toes as well, you know, to give your legs a real stretch. So yoga or just stretching, because if you do stretching you'll probably end up in yoga poses basically, you know. So it's a very wise thing I think. And as I say, like try sleeping on your back and get a great mattress, and maybe you can, you know, make sure that you always get the warmth just right in your bed as well. You know, you don't want to be too cold or too hot. You know, so one thing I do is I use a teddy fleece quilt cover. I turn it inside out, and then I actually go in it like a liner. You know, in the winter that is. I might try it in the summer though, just on its own. You know, but. In the winter I've got that and a big heavy quilt over me, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, and get yourself a nice teddy fleece stuff to wear about the house, loungewear or whatever you want to call it, in winter anyway, and you'll probably be able to take your electricity down quite a few degrees, you know, your heating temperature, your gas or whatever. I mean, I used to be about 22 degrees Celsius and now I'll get it down to like 19 degrees when I've got it on, you know. A lot of times I haven't got it on. And remember a woolly hat as well, and a teddy fleece hat, you know, an insulating hat. So what I'm saying is insulate yourself, your body in the winter, you know, so you can keep nice and cosy. And how lucky are we to have the internet, you know, you can I know YouTube, it's hard to find anything good, you know, but I think as time goes by, I mean, look at ASMR. To me, that seems like nice people whispering, you know. So it's very comforting that way, with some nice sounds as well. But I'm going to call this ASMR, you know. But I should be whispering, really, you know. I probably won't whisper in the future. But yeah, this is the end of this thoughtful, positive thinking. I hope you enjoyed it and be uplifted. And remember, do you believe in negative thinking? Yes. Well, why don't you believe in positive thinking? Yes, yes, yes. Goodbye.